You're about to hear probably the number one reason why most people never change. The number one reason why most people never move from the life they hate to the life they want. The thing you must understand is that everyone listening to this has the same amount of time each day. Very few people use that time wisely. Most people make very poor use of their time. Yet, they still complain about where they are in their life, as if it were someone else making their decisions. While we don't all start with the same opportunities, we all live in an age of unlimited opportunities. If you have an internet connection and the desire to do anything, you can figure out how to do it. If you are searching for it, you can find reference for millions of people who started with nothing and built their dream life. So why can't you? There are no valid excuses. So what is the number one reason most people don't change? It's you. And more specifically, it's you being open to change and wanting to change. You see, on the internet, which you have access to, in books, which you have access to, there is more than enough information for any of you to become a millionaire, to become a billionaire, to create the greatest physical health of your life, to let go of your past and create peace, joy, and more happiness than you've ever experienced. But we all know that not everyone is living this way. We all know the majority are not living this way. The majority are living with the opposite: broke, unhealthy, low energy, unhappy. Why? They're not open to change. They haven't made change important enough, and they don't want change bad enough. Their comfort is more important than change. And look, often it's not their fault. Most of the time, it comes down to conditioning. They've never had an example that a greater life is possible. Most of the time, they spent their entire life seeing lack, and having family and friends reinforce that lack by their example. Well, it's time to drop that excuse, because now you know it's not the truth.
You know the truth. The truth is anything is possible. And if it's going to happen, it's up to you. Whatever has been conditioned in you can be conditioned out of you with results, with the commitment to learn, followed by a personal oath to never quit, followed by relentless action. Repeat this to yourself. It doesn't matter where I've been. It only matters where I'm going. It doesn't matter what limits they have. I have none. It doesn't matter what they believe. I believe in me. It doesn't matter if they don't support me. I support me. It doesn't matter if they don't back me. I back myself. If it's going to happen, it's up to me.
Think about those companies who post challenge results of their clients. You know, Bob lost 10% body fat and put on 600 pounds of muscle. Mary went from a size 20 to a size 6. That's great, but it wasn't the company who got them the results. It was the individual who was open to change and willing to work for it. The company may have the best programs in the world, the best trainers, the right mix of support and hardness, but if the individual isn't open to change, they'll just use that as another excuse as to why they can never change. With every great result, there's many more who get no results. Same programs, same opportunities, but some really want to change and some aren't open to it and aren't willing to work for it. Some make it a must. Some would rather die than remain the same.
You must make it a must. You must set goals, lock in and focus. You must fight for what you want. I'd rather die than remain the same. If you're open to change, you will change. If you're open to learn, you will learn.
No, it won't always work out. Understand that. But ask yourself, what would you prefer? 100 failures on the way to achieving your greatest life, or no failures while always living a life less than your worth? I know you wouldn't be listening to this if you were okay with setting another example of lack.
If it's going to happen, it's up to me. If it's going to happen, it's up to me. If it's going to happen, it's up to me. If it's going to happen, it's up to me.
Here's a formula, if you're open to accept it, that will guarantee change in your life. It will guarantee you can make radical changes in any area of your life. If and only if you're willing to commit to it with all your heart and soul. Only if you're willing to commit to it 100%. If you do that, it will be impossible to stay where you are. Improvement will be guaranteed. The formula is a very simple 3-step process. First, you acknowledge where you are is not good enough. Then write down and feel all the pain that will occur in your life in the future if you don't change this. Second, you make a plan and you set goals. Write down, what must you do to make this change? What have you been putting off? What massive action do you need to take to get you locked in? What specific end results must you get and by when? And lastly, a commitment that you will persist as long as it takes. Yes, as long as it takes. That doesn't mean 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. That doesn't mean if you don't see results, you quit and blame the program. It doesn't mean when someone says they can't see any change, you go back to the life you hate. It means 100% dedication, 100% belief that you will get to your goal. It means knowing that you will never get to the life you want if you give up. All in, 100%. No excuses, no BS. Just pure dedication until you get the life you must have.